Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Beastbreaker, where we're gonna give this a go here. I feel bad about how little I've been uploading lately, and it's rough because I'm going through some stuff with my voice, and even right now the sound of it's kind of bothering me kind of a lot. But I think I'm in a place where we can get through this. The game is fun and sweet, and that's going to help. So let's just go ahead and do the thing. Okay, the siphon arrow. We are familiar with this arrow. This is a good arrow. Get some hammer parts. The flying flurry pierces everything. Every 10 steps, deal 1 in a medium radius. Stop when you hit the wall. Have we seen this one before? I don't know that we have. And then the battering ram. You know, the old battering ram. We definitely have this, but I don't know that I actually used it. Because I'm realizing I don't exactly know how to interpret the bounce damage. It ramps up over the course of the thing, right? It's not clear to me whether it does the same damage the whole way through based on the total amount of steps that will be traveled, or if it ramps up every time you take 4 steps. But if you can get this to like 4 or 5 inertia, let's say 4, you're doing 30 steps, like at the end of that you're dealing like 6 or 7 damage on a hit. This actually could be very, very good, even if it does work in the less powerful way, which I imagine is probably, I think that's the more intuitive way for that to read. So yeah, that seems all right. We might play with that. Now let us go and save Skipper. Nope, I'm Skipper. Let us go and save Poppy. So we don't have... we have 2 new sword pieces, but do we have something where I could put together a little bit more? Oh, right, we have a new base bow, so that will probably let us do a 4 new piece run here. So the probing roll wants us to stay close to the boss, and in particular, it wants us to, you know, acid the boss up so that we're creating holes that lead to the core at the beginning of our turn. Taunt. Man, this is kind of crummy. 50% chance to deal 1 damage on scale bounce, and we've not gotten to use the swift darts before, right? So this always adds drain. Drain is pretty unimpressive, but I have been getting hit more often lately, and maybe it would be a good thing for us to stick some drain. Fragile is fine. Yeah, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. And then, do we want to run the siphon? I think siphon's pretty good. And so that's pretty low ammo. We could do nettling thorns with this. I guess nettling thorns and pummel shot both do the same damage. Or sorry, they both consume the same amount of ammo. But I think this one's more reliable damage, which we may need here. But there you go. That's a nice high renown setup. Do we want to swap to... Well, I certainly don't want to be using plus action. I think it is still the case that ammo is more important than charge with this setup, although we do, of course, have our bonus charge as well. Tracks through the sand. Poppy, where are you? Just shouting into the distance. Anytime we hear noise, just make as much noise as you can in response. I'm sure that will end well. So, will I be able to see past other obstacles that are in the line with this? I'm kind of curious. We're going to hit this. I'm really curious if we'll get to see that space. We do not. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. Mallow, why don't you go and grab that real quick? And then we definitely want to get our acid essence here. That is me just not clicking in the right place, although, obviously, there were some benefits to doing that. You shouldn't have bothered coming after me this time. I can't handle it anymore, Skip. I can't help, and I don't want to. So just leave me out here with the beast. No. Obviously. How could you think I would do such a thing? Alright. So it just went and grabbed this, and then it moved once. It could be right here. It can't be right here. I'm going to grab this. And then we're going to go back to town, and we're going to really load up on stuff. So loot dart, of course. And then we don't know what you're weak against. We do know that we're going to be applying drain. So I think I'm going to take the drain spike as well. You just grabbed the plus attack. I think you're right here. I am a fool. Oh no. At least some of the time, they absorb the pools from adjacent to the pool instead of directly on it. I am decreasingly certain. You never waver. You've always got it together. I'm your older cousin. I should know what I'm doing. But I'm just a mess. Oof. Poppy, big same. I don't even have any food to help this time. I get that. I very much get feeling like you're older than your level of demonstrated responsibility indicates, and that's very frustrating. I guess this turn we don't really get to do much of interest. There's no reason to hold off on the smoothie, right? I guess the reason to hold off on the smoothie would be if I think I can get a better shot that will hit more of these incidental scales later on, so that we can create a hole for us to be able to do probing roll into. And you know what? That's compelling enough. I think we'll just step out here. We'll loot dart you. Let's see what the drain value looks like. 24. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, that side area, I thought we were going to get... Huh, okay. Man, this music. Right, there's no particular reason for me to try to do... arena bounces anymore. I think I just want to roll again, because I really do want to end up over here. Like, that's better, right? That lets me get... Yeah, something like this is definitely better. I can get the edges of all of those, pretty sure. I want to make sure we're getting this too. That's my goal here. There we go. Look at that. That is gorgeous. It did not work the way it said it was going to. I guess maybe it's drawing rays out from the center. I was assuming it just hit everything in the blast. Well, no, it must be hitting everything in the blast. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. So, we don't necessarily need to go super hard this turn. We can, in fact, just kind of chill out and let the poison do its thing. Stick a loot arrow there. Let's see, we have enough charge to roll and then pummel shot. Or, I suppose, to siphon, which is like pretty bad here, I think. That's a shame. I was hoping to stay a little bit more in there. How can I... Alright, that's... Yeah, alright, 4 damage. That's not nothing. And then I don't think I want to do swift darts here. I think I'm just going to hold. I haven't really lined this up very well. Let's see if we can score... not quite. I was hoping to come out the back side of this, hit the wall, come back in, and hit it for another 4. Because we did see that happen with one of the darts earlier, right? I remember being surprised when it occurred. Okay, I think this attack is emanating from here. Let's just stick the drain. Want to do this into a place where I can probably get that and can also then probing roll off of that core again if we want to. And there's a chance that we will deal damage with Swift Darts now. But if we're just trying to deal damage, I think it's like, it's quite obvious that it's this stuff, right? So it stops on collision with a core or a scale, not with a barrier though. Is there a good way for me to... No, not really. What there is probably a good way for me to do is actually just end up down here in a place where I can drill this thing for... Oh, right, I did daze myself. No bounce prediction. Okay, it's not ideal. Am I gonna probing roll again? Oh man, I can't believe I ended up like just below the edge of this thing, making all of my shots impossible. I was trying to hit like this part of this arc, the bottom left quadrant of this thing, so that I would bounce inward. I mean, I guess I'm not really in a big hurry here. Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't bounce up. Alright, we can make this happen. And then we can make it happen again. And I think, given our position here, probably wise to do so. And then, yeah, just pass. It's not exciting. Well, I mean, I may as well Swift Darts here. Takes 1 damage if Fragile is applied again. Never mind, I have to hit this with 3 arrows in order to destroy it. It's alright, it's a start. You know, we're breaking cores. Now see, now is the time when I want to be over here. And unfortunately, probing roll always being 15 steps no matter what does not make this the easiest thing. And I want all of the loot too. Alright, we might take a second here to just focus on loot gathering. If I try to pummel shot, we can get a bounce up into there out of one of the projectiles, but the other 2 are just going to bounce out. It doesn't really accomplish all that much. I am, for sure, just focusing on the loot. Alright, up here we might be able to make something happen. Okay, I mean, we had to get in here and do this, right? That's gotta occur. So if I fire my pummel shot like this, I guess I'm just gonna do it here and guarantee that I get the ammo. Okay, question was answered. I was curious if one arrow would break the thing before the scale that was here before the second arrow could make contact with it. But no, not so much. So we can just do a 6 damage drop directly into the vital core, and then we just have a lot of Swift Darts, which we can use to just kind of like spread acid all over the place. And I think I will go ahead and fire again. Okay, you're gonna get some good openings there. So, this is awkward. What I would love to do is take out the other foot that we loot rolled, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. Alright, if I do something like this, that gets me 4 ammo. I can Swift Darts up here. Okay, that went a lot better than than I was expecting, honestly. can I reasonably get through is the question. Ah, yeah, see there, we did successfully get it to leave the core and then come back into the core. So it is still a thing that works. I don't know why it didn't quite work the last time. If I do something like this, I'm gonna end up with 5 ammo again. Ooh, I bounced a little differently than I was expecting to. It's fine. It's all part of the plan. Okay. Oh, right. We only have to deal damage to the special tile. I don't have to actually destroy it. Okay. I have created myself a pretty solid opening here. How am I going to get the best? This looks pretty good, right? Yeah. And we definitely don't want to spend any more. The soundtrack for this game goes remarkably hard. I'm actually very into it. It's going to put me right there. Honestly, that's not bad. Yeah, I can work with this. We might be able to get... Oh, didn't quite get the bounce back. That's fine. We're probably not actually going to get any damage off the swift darts anyway. Like, pretty much no matter how we cut this. Alright, that'll give me some good acid spread. Got some fragility, but also some acid. What is this going to do to me? Okay. So, I need a little bit more ammo. Fortunately, I can bounce right off of you. That did not work out. Just trying to set myself up for the double pummel shot, you know. Shoot. I thought those were all 3 gonna hit the same. There's no way to guarantee it. Well, we did manage to put the thing to drained, but there's only a 31% chance to deal damage. Do I go for it? Or would I rather... I would rather try to get acid, but I'm not... We lose essence on bounce, right? The essence just applies to the first 3 bounces or something. So if I ricochet it off the wall, we're not going to get any acid over here anyway. Well, wow, we did a lot less total damage there than I was expecting. Did I really fail to deal 1 damage to that? I sure did. Okay, here we go. Okay, we accidentally killed the core. That's fun. So, with 20 more, what is my ambition here? I mean, we can swift darts like this, break ourselves through to the... The question is, am I ready to end it? Probably. We could just go for the kill here. I mean, I guess I could... Maybe it is better to just hammer through all of the cores? You could certainly get an awful lot of... what do you call it? An awful lot of sparks. Yep, and the acid's doing exactly what we signed it up for. So, can I... Oh, no, we don't quite get the bounce. That's a shame. I mean, we still get this. And then I do... a probing roll into here. I did not really leave myself the ability to get the double. Because all we need, man, so close. This works. This works. Okay. And also this, why not? So that's going to blow up on the next turn, and then basically all we have to do is run around and scoop up loot, right? I would like to not quite end my turn in that. This thing's actually going to die from the acid before the rampage counter. We literally do not have to do anything at this point. I don't think it can even attack, honestly. Okay, it feels like this process could maybe just like end when the bar is full. Alright, so let's two-step back to here. And all we really have to do is open up a space. Okay. Honestly, that feels like a pretty effective bow. There's a downside there, I guess, where with the lineup of abilities 1, 2, and 4, there's no reason to use Siphon. So we could swap that out for something else, but on the whole, that's pretty good. Decent amount of renown and quite a lot of loot, I have to imagine. Jeez. Okay, well, I do believe that's a new record for Sparks taken home. I'm sorry for always running. It's just, the world's on fire and everyone's working to save it, but I can't stop thinking about all the things I want to see and do and try, and I'm so selfish. Maybe, yeah, but maybe that's okay sometimes? You know, fighting beasts is hard. I get tired too. It's starting to feel so heavy, but you keep things light. Since we were little, you made things fun for me. With all your games and ideas, and Skipper, try to sound a little bit less like you're searching desperately for examples here. Sometimes it's nice to rest. You help us rest. But you've always wanted to explore everything, and it's okay, Skip. I understand what you mean. You always do. Thank you. I'll bake you something super tasty when we get home. Because whatever steps I take next, going home is the first one. Well, that feels like we didn't really solve a problem there so much as just push it down the road again. Paprika, thank the Sparks. You're home. You're safe. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm sorry too, Granny. I know dealing with me can be tough, but I'm only home for now. I've always wanted to travel the world, and now I'm committing to it. That's a promise I'm making to myself. But I've got other promises to keep first. And this time I'm going to do it Poppy style, oh god. I spent the whole trip back brainstorming ideas and came up with something brand new for me and Mia to try. Indeed, I believe we can reprogram your obsolete food synthesizer to use plant matter battery supplements. So I feed the robot, and the robot helps me feed everybody. Ooh, I wonder if we can teach it to saute. I don't understand. But I don't need to. I have faith you'll find your way, Poppy. Oh. Wow, I'm surprised that that's the result that had, but okay. I'm very into that. And you know, that's actually a good solution, because like she's got this suppressing her desires for the good of everybody else. There's a nobility to it. I get why she feels the way she does, but like it's not something you can do forever. Eventually it will destroy you. So this is a good outcome. She's like the only real outcome for her is at some point she has to answer to herself. Maybe it would be better to wait for a more convenient time. We'll see if that's a possibility, but this is good. So, Dandy, Echo, settle something for me. Which one of you is taller? Obviously me. What? Preposterous! Seriously, Dandy? This is, like, objective. We have eyes. I'm taller. But observe my crest. When it is extended, my height far exceeds your own. Your crest does not count. By the Queen herself, why would it fail to count? It is a vital part of my coiffure. You cannot actually believe. Once again, you are unutterably... Poppy, I don't know. I don't know if that's an outcome we should be encouraging. Excellent news. Although my recent imports of soap cleaning tech have ultimately proved insufficient, my father is now investigating some alternative tech that he might purchase for us to aid our goals. The coast has no need of more magical trash raining upon its shores. Someday we should aim our cannons skyward and bring that cloud of yours crashing to the ground. Right, because the world needs more places like the Wastes. Great plan. Look, his tech obviously won't work, but his persistence only hurts himself, so maybe give him a break? And what do you know, and what do know you of persistence? That's a very unusual construction. She who lifts no wing for crew nor cause, shut your blasted beak. Hey, Tempest, could we maybe ease up on the shouting? This is starting to make me a little bit, Oh, that's louder. That's a louder sound. Forgive me, I'm not going to actually go into shouting. It's nighttime. I won't temper my tone for a sniveling coward. Enough. I will not tolerate attacks under my own roof. Leave. Burn out your anger on the beasts. Return when you remember who your enemies are. So be it. Well, shit. I appreciate, though, can I say, there are a lot of games where you accumulate sort of like a ragtag crew of people from all over the world with different cultures and different belief systems. And once you've brought them on board, basically everybody's cool with everybody else, and it's not like a problem anymore, aside from maybe like, you know, maybe each companion has one story quest at some point during the thing where some friction might get dealt with. But like, I like the fact that this game, especially as sweet as it is trying to be, shows these, like, the conflicts and the friction, like, quite regularly. People are mostly getting along, and they are trying to take care of each other, and they are standing up for each other, but there's always some grinding. There's always some bits that aren't quite fitting, and it's much more representative in my experience of the way real-world groups of diverse people operate. Ah, yes, knife parts, right. I was prioritizing knife parts. What is this? Ooh, Desperate Run. Pick up weapons, increase pickup by 1 step when you start in the beast's attack zone. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, that's an upgrade. For sure. Found our pitchfork. Slash Storm. Deal 2 damage in a small arc on bounce with 100 steps. Yo. That is very cool. And the Driving Spike. We've seen this before. It's time we discussed a particular threat. An old, powerful beast that terrorizes the northern wastes. This particular jawtooth has adapted to swim through the sand like an enormous writhing worm. Don't they all do that, though? Hence, its tunnels have blocked off many locations, including the only remaining route into the Glitch Peaks. Defeating it would be a significant personal favor to me. Yeah, you and half the wastes. Nobody can beat that thing. It's not just tough, it's impossible to track. Its tunnels can show up anywhere. Perhaps with enough renown, we can persuade the local settlements to report sightings directly to us. This beast has terrorized all of Tradehaven. I doubt I'm the only one who finds its defeat motivating. Okay. We should probably go check on Tempest. This seems important too, and I do want to see the Glitch Peaks. We should probably go check on Tempest. Ugh. So they seek to throw me out on my tail like a fresh-hatched fool. Over words. Pathetic. That was nothing. Nothing. I've seen arguments that would make their heads spin. I know a true attack. Oh, it's fighting they think I want, is it? Then it's fighting I'll show them. Let's find the fiercest beast we can and shatter it to dust. They think I can't handle the wastes? Tempest. Well, I'll show them handling the wastes. Okay, alright. It's fine, he's gonna be fine, I'm here. Oh, we've never used the volcanic bow. Let's get this one out of the way. Yeah, so Fusion Slug seems not so good. Honestly, this bow doesn't seem great. Yeah. It feels like you're going to be doing a lot of your damage with firecrackers. Okay. I think we probably stick with the same cloak. It is worth noting that with only one ally, we are potentially going to be in some rampage danger here. The much-feared sands of Tradehaven. Better empty sands than poison sea. Still, it sets my teeth on edge. And shivers the soul. Blast it. Magic or no, I can't celebrate what happened here. Nobody should. Okay, well, I mean, like, nice of you to come around, I guess. Oh, hey, it's a great big crab. At last, something to spar against and blast apart. To save the refuge. Always dependable, aren't you? Fine, let's save these sorry souls. You know, listen, if he wants to kill beasts, I guess it really doesn't matter that much. Why? Weak versus Drain is a real shame. Our life is definitely going to be easier if this thing does not have a speed pool to pull from. So I definitely want... we gotta find some of the larger flower groups. Alright, this'll do. So because it doesn't have increased speed, we shouldn't be in any danger of it actually destroying the village yet. Strong versus Scar, weak versus Drain. The thing is, without some actual reason to care about Drain, some reason outside of the Drain effect itself, I feel like it's hard to care about Drain. I'm gonna pick up the Stun Spike instead. Alright, let's do it. It did get all three of the other pools, but that's fine. Okay, this feels like a pretty easy version of the thing, at least. Okay, not a bad start. So... And you know what? I probably could have hit that. From there, I should have looked at least. So my goal here is bouncing off the wall and ending up down here. I want to hit to the right of the little divot in its face. And I'm pretty bad at eyeballing these, as y'all have seen. Okay, that was the right angle. I underestimated the amount of distance we were going to travel. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to finish the stun. So, 50% chance to deal 1 damage on scales, even. I really... These ones where it's like... Basically, what's going to happen when you do this is nothing. Very demoralizing to me. Okay. So these always do damage, and on the third bounce, they deal damage in a little radius. Obviously, mostly what I'm interested in here is just opening something up so we can fling a loot dart in there. So we want to get the acid spread out. It's a shame that the things I want to hit with acid are here more than anywhere else, because we don't actually have another... Alright. Okay, that's what I was hoping would happen. So we get another one of these for free. We can never deal damage to a core, but we can add taunt. I mean, the other thing I could be trying to do here is... It's a shame I can't actually hit any of this stuff over here. I would love to get acid on some of this. But again, the bouncing. Not so much, not much luck with that. This is gonna suck. You know, that could have been worse. Could have been worse. So, if I do this, they're going to tend to hit that third bounce up against the beast here, right? Yeah. That's pretty solid. I might just want to do something similar. So this time we can't get it straight. We don't want it to be straight vertical. We want something a little bit more like that. But I want it to bounce such that the arrows come back up here, and I'm really worried that I'm gonna arc them to the right too much. Okay, close enough. Pretty good. Okay. My remaining extraction dart needs to go into that. And then same thing here. And I am pretty much just gonna go for the main core. Let me dial this out a little bit so I have finer control. Perfect. It doesn't seem like the first one explodes on the third bounce. Oh no, there's only 2 arrows. For some reason I was thinking there were 3 arrows. And I was like, 2 explosions? That's not what I paid for, but no, that's fine. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. I think this is approximately gonna... This is gonna have those explode on the vital core, right? Oh, they bounced here, and then... they turned like 165 degrees and went back out. I was really expecting just like, you know, the way things bounce off of flat surfaces. Very strange. Yeah, they're turning around entirely. Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay, here we go. This feels like I can do something. So... should have considered my angles for this a little bit better, but that's still pretty good. Let's try to destroy a couple other things before we kill the vital core here. Could do with just a bit more loot. And we're doing a fine job of controlling the rampage. Okay, so that gets me an easy stun. Let's see if we can get this thing. Well, better. Not good, but better. So... if I'm going to use Fusion Slug, 8 damage drops me to 20 charge. What I'd really like to do is reload roll one more time first, right? But I need to... okay. Just need to end up in a place like that. And now we have enough charge to do one more reload roll. And I kind of need to hit the wall. Am I dazed? Okay, I was gonna say, why does it look like I'm not bouncing? But yeah, that's fine. Because we desperately need the charge for next turn. Which means I'm not actually going to get... you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm a little nervous about actually picking up all of this loot that we've spawned. And we know the beast isn't gonna do anything this turn, so I guess I have a little bit of time. Some of it despawned. Okay. Do we want to do that again? Well, the thing is, see, now it costs everything. Sure does get the kill. But like, this was my concern with it. It's gonna be really easy to land yourself in a situation where you are out of ammo and out of charge. Didn't actually get out. So 50-50 on whether I gain ammo. Probably not, right? We're not going to get anywhere near getting another stun off. I think I'm just taking a hit here. And if it doesn't move, yep, then we're in kind of a dodgy position. Wow, that sucks. That's a bad one. Okay, better. We don't have to kill it. We can try to shear off some more of this side stuff. Try to get our loot. We have 2 of these left. Yeah, we have to hit 3 cores and then 3 cores again, which is like pretty doable. 80 distance, 3 bounces, huh? I don't know. I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to engineer a 3rd bounce stopping there. I might just... here, let me roll again. Yeah, we can put some twirling volley out over here as well. Okay. So now the sides of this thing are just going to shear off at the beginning of next turn. Is there a way I think I could get like a reliable third bounce into there? Probably not. If I shot it into here just right, like off this wall into here, then it would land there and still blow that up? I don't know. It's definitely a weird, it's a weird loadout. I'm gonna try it. Not exactly. That was like exactly the same spot. And I was like, you know, if it just kills him, that's also an acceptable outcome. Because it turns out beating the beasts and getting the loot, also good. Oh, not even one full gloom. That is the bitterness to this victory. I knew the tales of Tradehaven, the magic bleeding out like an open wound, the sandstorm sweeping in. But it's different standing here in near solitude. I still long to lance the wounds of the corrupted coast and drain them dry, Gross. Break apart every corrupted piece of crystal. Break apart whatever did this to us. Break apart everything. But that fight at the farmhouse, it's not the first time I've gone too far. After getting my scar, I devoted myself to blasting apart every scrap of magic I found, until my crew told me they couldn't count on me anymore, that I rated my vengeance above their voyages. So I stormed off, and they took a tough job without me. And when that hexawhip struck down the ship, I wasn't there to aid them. So maybe my heart shakes with rage. Good. We should all be angry. But I want this rage to shape me into someone that critters can depend upon again. I want to forge a finer blade from my fury, to slice only where my revenge is needed most. We all bear scars, and soon those beasts will too. Skipper, I'll help you save as many critters as we can. This I vow to you. Well, good. Listen, anger can be a very useful thing, but it's only useful insofar as it motivates positive action. It's also incredibly dangerous to the user, you know? I owe all of you an apology. Those I've yelled at in recent times, and before. I don't want to stay a critter that wrecks everything they get their claws on every time they see red. Because, disagreements aside, this is a good crew we got here. We've all sailed different seas. I learned hard lessons from mine. If I seek vengeance, that's my right. But that's my tale, not yours. Those of us on the coast, we had our futures ripped from us, and we have to fight to keep what remains. And I will never lose grip of that rage against the things that were done to us. But I'm gonna channel it now into our fight, together. If you'll accept it. Well said. Fine, I guess. Apology accepted. You do have ample cause to be upset, which is why I shall continue to investigate the... Mallow? It's fine. Well, you know, again, remarkable realism. Stuff doesn't get fixed in a day sometimes, you know? It's a little more complicated than that. Cinnabar has no idea what they're talking about. The Sawtooth? Are they kidding? That beast has been there for ages. Nobody can take it down. It makes cliffs crumble everywhere. It saws through ruins like they're nothing. Tombs, it even... Never mind, it doesn't matter. That whole area of the desert's impassable now. It sucks, but it is what it is. You lose things, you get over it, you move on. You know, that's life. Hold just a moment. Is this monstrosity the beast that drove you out of your most recent dwelling? Yeah. Well, then of course we must take action. Dandy, this isn't like some heroic noble rescue story. I appreciate it, but... You appreciate it? No. Maybe. Look, it just won't work. Cinnabar's clearly trying to drag us into some self-serving scheme. Don't fall for it. Well, I mean, I'm gonna fall for it, at maximum speed, obviously. Mallow, I thought I'd ask for a moment of parley with you. I'm sorry for the words I spoke in that fit of rage. They were cruel and uncalled for, and I won't fault you if you choose to bear a grudge. No, that's okay. It was... Actually, it stung me something fierce. And it won't be repeated. You can count on that. I believe it, buddy. Thanks. As for this new goal of yours, to find a way to boost up the beach, maybe you could get all those pirate pals to stop fighting long enough to cozy up and work together? Ha! Now that's optimism. And maybe you can speak up loud enough for your family to give you a well-deserved listen. A critter can only dream. I can't do... The thing I'm doing with my throat to make Mallow's voice is different than the thing I'm doing to make the lizard's voice. And I don't know if that's coming through on the outside end at all. But for some reason, once I do Rampage's voice, it completely turns off my ability to do the other thing. Most perplexing that Cinnabar wishes to enter the Glitch Peaks. Well, until now, they have directed us to rescue settlements, yet nobody lives in those mountains anymore. Indeed, the biome's magical instability would make it a poor choice of locale for living and working. Though there is some speculation that the Queen's research teams have done experiments there in the past. Perhaps the sparks of that region proved particularly fertile for enchantment. Oh, just imagine! Shifting gravitational fields, abandoned cutting-edge technology. Oh, what I would give to get my wings on it. Is that what Cinnabar wants? Well, I mean, it does seem plausible. I guess let's go give it a shot. Hold on, sorry, we didn't actually look at the forge this time. Okay, I definitely want to build this. We got to have our charge shot. Okay, so I think now we can actually use knives. Now we have the tools to put together a knife. Consumes all block, plus 5 steps for each block consumed. That's neat. I like how completely impractical the shape of that is for that purpose. You gotta find something that suggests Captain America, but that doesn't just look like Captain America's shield, so... An urgent message. The Sawtooth was sighted just moments ago. Time is of the essence. You must reach its location before it burrows again. Great. Fantastic. Let's all hurry to our deaths. This could make a big difference, Echo. Don't you want to go home? The matter is extremely pressing, and an experienced guide might increase Skipper's odds of... fine. Oh, but still just one. Okay. No, it's cool. We'll survive. So that and this, and then what do we want to bring as far as additional throwing implements? Stone shivs seem pretty great if we actually pick the darts that the beast is weak against. This is pretty fun too, although there is only one of them. The perforators add scar, which is pretty solid. Let's do perforators and stone shivs. Right, if we also take the scarring dart, then it should be really easy to set up the shivs. Yeah. And I think that I want the survivor garb. Actually, we don't really need that much charge, but charge is actions for this. Yeah. We still want a bonus charge even when we don't have a high charge attack. It's more charge is more throwing. You know, it's not too late to bail. Yes, it is. Look, everyone in the Wastes has been through worse. It's fine. Trust me, they know how to survive. They deserve more than survival. So that's tricky to argue with. Okay. I was hoping to see the triple flower. Aha! So it went toward this, which means that for the moment we're safe picking this stuff up. And we got 11 materials remarkably quickly. I'm sticking to the loot plan. And we're going to take the Scar Dart because it plays into our weapon. And then... do I still want to Acid Essence? With the way we're trying to stack up Scar here, I wonder if peeling stuff away... And you know what? I am going to take Explosive Essence. Because peeling scales away to get through right now, although I know I was pretty negative about it during the last episode, is definitely good against Sawtooths. Because it can help us get to the green tile. Okay. So it's just like here now? Nope. It's moving. All right, let's see. Oh, this is different than I was expecting. So its vital core is completely surrounded by barrier. Well, good that we brought explosives, I suppose. And some of these don't have numbers on them. I don't really know what to make of that. So I shoot that like... We want to get as many bounces as possible. I'm kind of thinking maybe we run first, actually. I definitely want to throw my dart from over here somewhere. That was not bad. That was an okay start. All right, thank you, explosives. The music's very strange. So it'll deal 1 damage to anything. They only have 25 range. We're not quite in a position where I can triple hit with this. It is still definitely the case that there's 2 pieces of music playing over each other simultaneously here, which is like pretty not ideal. Okay, we got that opening. I really am not in a good spot here. I should have counted. I thought that was going to end with us, like, underneath this thing. Still can't actually triple that either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it does feel like we're just going to end up back approximately in the middle no matter how we do this. But I really need to not be in the middle. There we go. That'll work. All right. This seems very doable. So we just throw perforators for now, I think. Or do I want to run for my knife? Because I can get my knife from here and then throw it again. No, let's just throw out the perforators. Pretty good actually. We probably won't even need to we got the even more desperate run. We probably will not even need to use the dart for this. I bet we can finish off the Scar with just the perforators. There we go. We hit a music trigger and it is now fixed. Come on, tilt. It's too much. This sucks. Because what we need is to bounce up through there, right? But also I need my damn knife. Boy, that radius really does grow. Okay, so now we are scarred. Think I can probably get some decent loot out of you. Beautiful, just beautiful. Okay. This'll work, right? The second bounce is still explosive, so... Okay. Didn't quite get there the way I thought I was going to get there, but... So it does open things up a little bit, but there are some other problems here. This will get me across, but it doesn't do much more. Let's, I have 12. So I could just throw more perforators. I could stone shiv. I'm not going to be able to do damage to this thing, but I can break that at least. Yeah, that's fine. Pretty productive turn, if I do say so myself. I'm not quite going to get the knife. Alright, it's fine. So, at this point, we can't rely on too much better than a double. The explosives were definitely the right call. Okay. Better positioning. Yeah, we're getting some good stuff done here. I am doing an excellent job of recouping exactly all of my resources. And this is gonna totally... There we go. Give me my charge back. I like the knives very much. I'm really enjoying these. Can I... Is there a reasonable chance that we can get one of these to ricochet? Let me drag the mouse out here so I can get a little bit finer control. There it is. Beautiful. Off of the one core into the other core. Oh, that was lovely. I don't even care if this ends up getting me hit. Look at all the loot. And then, yeah, honestly, at this point, like, this is the best I'm going to be able to do with that. Wonderful, beautiful, wonderful stuff. I suppose I probably shouldn't go up if I'm planning to hit this turn. Actually, this is quite awkward. I guess let's do this. I don't want to be like stereotyping here or anything, but it's just like when you see a game that looks like this and this is the gameplay, I feel like this is just not... Oh, that's a shame. I didn't realize it was going to run out of gas before hitting the bonus charge. That was a bad knife throw. I just feel like this isn't the kind of music you expect it to have, is all. Okay, plus 15 additional charge. Sadly, I am pretty much out of ammo. Well, yeah, it's pretty awkward actually. I think this is going to be just like a pickup turn. All right, so this will give me the bonus pickup range. Oh. I was really trying to get that in there. Okay, well, slowly but surely. Okay, so with all this extra charge laying around, we should be able to figure something out, right? Nope, I have to run again. Have to pick up stuff. Okay, so first things first, get that through the wall with the explosion. Then we desperately need to land some perforation here. We gotta get this scar on. I think I'm gonna abandon my charge knife for the moment. We're gonna do 2 runs to get across here. May as well help out a little bit. Okay, pretty good, I think. Although my ending position is maybe a little awkward. Nine is tough. 9 is tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're gonna bounce out approximately as much as we run in here. This has very little value. This does let me pick up some more knives, though. I was trying to end closer to it, you know? Alright, let's see what I can do with this. So we gotta break some of these scales off so that I have the ability to hit more than one time. Okay, we're gonna get that good pickup radius. That's actually very nice. We're so close. We're so close on the scar. Okay. Now that the scar's up, stone shivs are great, and also we have well, I was gonna say we don't have to worry about scales regrowing, but actually that's true anyway. There are no more scales on this monster. Okay. Let's just grab some loot as well. And then maybe it's time to pick up some weapons, huh? We'll do it like this. It is unfortunate that the design of this thing makes it functionally impossible to hit it more than once. Yeah, I don't think we're not gonna pull this off, because the monster is round. Round is a bad thing for it to be. Well, at least I died, you know, I died to dying instead of dying to letting the monster get away. That feels better to me for some reason. That's a tough fight. Just in the sense that it's tough to kill that thing before the timer runs out. We may need to as much as I enjoy that knife setup, and we are gonna go ahead and try it again, even though we're like way deep in the episode. We might have to just kind of lay on some hammer cheese here, because that's legitimately hard. So battering ram. So this would stun it a lot. Dealing 2 damage with every attack is like fine, but you have to hit it. You have to hit the thing a lot of times for that. So +1 damage per inertia, but the damage from the inertia only scale. I assume that the +1 damage for each inertia is only scaling the if the beast is scarred damage. We don't have another, like a half of a hammer. Okay, this adds scar. But that's the same type of... We can't equip those together. Alright, I hate to be cheesy, but this one's actually difficult. If we're gonna have to actually try, we bring the big slammer. That's the most actual try that we have access to. And I probably want to go to my Cloud Soldier armor. Okay. I think we could have gotten there with, oh, right. Forgot to get my aerial view. I think we could have gotten there if we'd had an extra person for more rage reset. So I guess with the hammer, we don't need the essence so much. Which is to say, I'm definitely collecting materials for no reason at this point. Still want my bonus loot. And to be perfectly honest with you, just like a bunch of charge is probably the best thing from there. All right, we're just gonna go through the effective way. And this time, I don't even care if you're surrounded by barrier. That is not going to save you. It's not quite large enough to reach through there. Yeah, that's not enough steps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that move's gonna end like here. Okay, so we just don't get that, which means that what we should do instead is just run a long way and really charge up. And I guess I should have thrown my extraction dart. Well, it's fine. The part where Big Slammer only has a 5-step approach is always a little bit of a problem. Okay. So... Oh, so close. So it does the damage on stop. I think it gets us out of the area. But you have to actually bounce off of something for this. Yeah, we're just not going to get a good result out of this no matter how we do it. Okay, let's just seismic slam down to here, and I'll throw an extraction dart at that. Pretty close. There you go. That's what an effective weapon looks like. Okay, did perhaps put myself in harm's way a tiny bit here. It's fine. It'll be fine. That's a lot of loot that I'm not sure we're going to be able to actually collect. This has exposed itself a little bit better. We'll grab some of it. I guess maybe I should just... We're going to lose a lot of this stuff if I don't put some effort into getting it. It does suck to lose the inertia, but we'll figure it out. This turn, we just don't get a bonus inertia tile. Not sure why. We just don't. Alright, so we're gonna let Echo deal with the rampage. Okay. This is not too bad. It's not ideal, but it could certainly be a lot worse. So we run to here. Big slammer. Okay. Feeling pretty good about my inertia now. Yeah, you better run. Why don't... Not like that. Obviously. Radius not large enough. Well, I kind of don't want to give up my inertia, so I think I am going to run like this. Just gain some charge there, and I'm in the middle now, which gives me... Okay. Yeah, what it gives me is an awful lot of damage. Okay, we can afford to take one more hit here. It's not a big deal. And I think it's wise to do so to ensure that we can actually get the damage necessary to finish the job. Yeah, this is a hard fight. I am so pleased. I'm so pleased that there are hard ones. That's pretty solid. Now let's crush them all with a hammer. And while I stick to my assertion that I think the game as a whole has maybe been a little bit on the easy side, it did work narratively because like this beast feels way different than all the other beasts. This one's way more dangerous. It's mechanically true, and that makes it narratively true. We beat it. You can go back. I can go back. We'll miss you. Look, that nest wasn't actually that great, okay? It's definitely not worth all this. So maybe I don't need to, like, rush back. I guess it wouldn't be a total nightmare if I stuck around the farm. I guess. Just for a little longer. I feel so bad for Echo. So, even the cynic deigned to lend her assistance to the... Leave me alone. I didn't do it for you. But Skipper got you your precious passage, so you might as well start talking. Because this is it, right? If you're willing to admit you've got personal stakes, you're willing to spill details. Skipper did you a big favor. Pay them back for once. Very prescient. And not unwarranted. Now that the passageways are open, inform me when you're ready to head into the Glitch Peaks. I have much to say. Well, I suppose it's about damn time. That looks cool as hell. Back to the forge. Hey, guess what? I brought you more Clash. If the core is pierced, add 2 drain. I I am getting hit more and more frequently, so I guess... fire stuff in a circle. Only does damage on scales. Bummer. Apply cracked and stop. If core is cracked, deals 0 damage. +1 for each inertia. Okay. So I was like, it already doesn't say deal damage, but I see what it's... there's a number there so that it can be scaled. Sure. The clobber. Okay. This is familiar to us. Ricochet. Deal 1 damage to a small radius, set remaining steps to 10. Oh. That one's pretty cool. And the sickle. I do like the sickle. We'll get a win with the knives next episode. I think we probably ought to stop here for today. This one got away from me a little bit, but my pride. I had to avenge myself. That's gonna be it for us for now. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully we're gonna put these knives to a slightly better use, and we're gonna finally learn what Cinnabar's deal is, and I'm only slightly less excited about that than I am about the glitch peaks. And we'll see you then.